And this video is all about inking Bingo, Bluey's younger sister. So in the video on how to draw Bluey, I showed you how I have these two together so that they could be displayed apart or side by side. And I'm going to do the same thing with Bluey. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Bluey here with Bingo, which is just to go over my lines with my brush pen. But a regular pen, a marker, colored pencils if you want to erase will work just fine too. So I showed a little bit on how you would draw Bingo. You do the basic triangle shapes, right? You start with your bean, right? So I have my bean here, and I can go all the way around that bean, right? The arms kind of come off the sides. I compared them to macaroni in the last video. But you have the big triangular ears, right? And I'm going to push down on the pen because that's going to let more ink out, and I'm doing that on purpose because the ears on Bluey and Bingo are so big. It's really interesting how the animators for Bluey do give the dogs slightly different faces. So Bingo here has eyebrows that are just a little bit chunkier than Bluey's. Go up just a little bit more in the corner. Just something I observed when I was penciling. And they kind of connect with the eyes. Here I'm moving my paper around. It's going to make it easier to pull the line I want down versus having to risk that line getting jagged by having to move my wrist a lot. And I like to see where I'm going. Sometimes I can't always tell, but that's why you practice. If you practice, and you can't totally see where that line's going to go, sometimes you can just trust that your hand's going to do it. And it's just like playing a sport. Practice. Develop that muscle memory. That way your body can repeat it without having to think too much about it. And that's a little messed up here. One of the eyes is bigger than I planned. So this I will correct with some white paint after I'm done with this video. And you're going to make mistakes in your drawings, and that's okay. This thick line just adds a little more volume. Add some volume here too, where their feet are on the ground, just to give it some weight. I'm going to go back and do the same thing with Bluey's. This kind of brings the two of them together. All right, so there you have it. That is how you draw Bluey and Bingo. All right. There we have it. I'm just going to clean up Bingo's eye with some white ink. And these are good to go. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you.